Go. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this.
On the ready.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens push the lead to 2 scores now. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Down.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here we go, set.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Pickup of 2 here. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Ready. Ready.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. He's got Watson.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Ready up.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Hands off here for Brooks. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Gets this one to Watson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Ready. Cut, cut.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Let's go now.
First down from the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On the set.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Come on, set. Set.
Shotgun now for Love. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Shut up!
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Hey, hey! It's hot! 13.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
They'll run Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
On the double.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
Here we go. Hut.
Jacobs has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Buckle up. It's third and goal.
Here we go. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set.
Love looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
So the Packers showing faith in their offense as they decide to go for 2.
Let's go. Ready.
He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Going with King Henry here. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Ready?
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey, middle.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Into the hands of Likely. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Report. Sit on.
From the gun, Jackson. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Hey, report. 180.
Running once more with Henry. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Ready, shot. Go. Ready, shot.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless.
Yeah.
He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Three-quarters in the books from this one. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win.
Don't worry.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Ozzy. Sit on. Hey, middle.
They've got a man in motion.
Sit on.
2nd and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now it's Lamar. Oh, nice adjustment to bring in that tip pass. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Down. Striker, 3-3. Set,
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 5. That's complete to Musgrave. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here we go, set. Ready?
1st down throw, here's Love. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Set, ready. Ready?
Love from the gun. Gets everything he has under this throw. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Ready, ready. Set, go.
Working inside the red zone. That finds Jacobs complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Love to throw again. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal.
Let's go now. Set.
They'll run here following the penalty. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
So now, here's third and goal.
Cut. Cut.
To the air with Love. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. And you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And that hit stops him in his tracks.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Middle. Set up.
Lamar now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be their football.
Ready, set.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And a man is there to knock that away.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go. Set, cut.
Love. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Down.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Love to throw. Watson with the catch. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
The Ravens going to the dime package on this third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Set, ready. Ready?
Play fake, it's Love. He connects downfield on fourth. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice gain. What a play on fourth down. They get the first after a gain of 27.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Okay, ready?
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Ready, ready. Slice, 97. Set, go.
From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be second and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Buckle up. It's third and goal.
Set. Hut, hut.
They stick with Jacobs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
You. Hey, officer.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now.
Hey. What is it?
They run it with King Henry. Across the 45 and still going. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. The Packers take their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
13. Sit out. Right on in. Right, sit out. Right on in.
Here's a give for Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
Ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey, middle.
Running this with Henry. And the hit stops him cold. Well, he maybe got back to the line. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Report. Shut up.
Looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line.
Ready.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
Throwing now off play action. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun block with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Ready.
Love back to it after the pick. He lets one fly deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Come on, set.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
On the ready.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Packers got to score in a hurry. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Set, cut. 22 needle. Cut.
Love now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10.
Set.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Ready up.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Didn't read the intended target. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.